Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cozy Chair. Today I'm going to be reading for Riker in Arizona. Hello Riker, I hope you like this book. I picked this book for you because Austin loves this book. Now you've probably never said a bad word in your whole life. But guess what? When I was little, I said a bad word once, and guess what happened? I had to get my mouth washed out. It was not fun at all. Has that happened to any of you out there? Have you ever had your mouth washed out? It is not fun. Well, I have a story tonight about a boy named Elbert. And Elbert hears a very bad word. And you'll see what happens when he starts to use it. This is called Elbert's Bad Word. It is by Audrey Wood and illustrated by Audrey and Don Wood. Do you remember them? They're one of our favorite writing and illustrator teams, remember? Okay, let's see what happens to Elbert today. Oh, this is a very elegant dinner party. Do you see this? One afternoon at an elegant garden party, young Elbert heard a word he had never heard before. The word floated by like a small storm cloud. It was ugly and covered with dark, bristly hairs. With a swift flick of his wrist, Elbert snatched the word from the air and stuffed it into his back pocket. See him? He snatched up that ugly word. Can you see that ugly word? Forgetting about it, the boy went on his way. But the word waited patiently. When Aunt Isabella sang opera in soprano, the word made itself small and flew into Elbert's mouth like a little gnat. Oh, this is so funny. Do you want to see something funny? Look at this. Look at this part. Look at that. It looks like she has a mustache. Isn't that silly? That's when the trouble began. Chives the butler tried to balance too many trays of deviled eggs. He dropped them all onto Madame Frida's gown. Madame Frida spilled her spritzer on Sir Hilary's bald head. Sir Hilary threw his croquet mallet up into the air. Oh! Then with a terrible thud, the mallet landed on Elbert's great toe. Elbert opened his mouth to scream, but the bad word sprang out, bigger and uglier than before. Everyone at the party was shocked. They could not believe their ears. "Come with me, young man," Albert's mother said with a frown. The word made itself small again, about the size of a rat, and followed in the boy's shadow. In the lavatory, Albert's mother handed him a bar of soap. "We do not say bad words," she said. "Clean it out of your mouth and never use it again." While Elbert scrubbed his tongue, the bad word sat on his shoulder, snickering wickedly. "Look, that soap isn't taking out that bad word. He's just snickering right there on his shoulder, that sneaky little word." Elbert knew something had to be done. He ran down a cobbled path, past the reflecting pool, beyond the gazebo, and knocked at the gardener's cottage. The gardener, who was actually also a practicing wizard, opened the door with a smile. "Come in," he said, "and bring that thing with you." He's kind of a magic gardener. He can do some pretty magic things. The wizard gardener knew right away that Elbert had caught a bad word and needed a cure. Opening his desk, he pulled out a drawer filled with words that crackled and sparkled. "Sometimes we need strong words," he said, "to say how we feel. Use these, and perhaps you won't get into trouble." Taking the sparkling words from the drawer, the wizard gardener tossed them in the bowl with flour and honey. He added some raisins, milk, and eggs, mixed them all together, then baked a little cake. The cake was delicious, and so Elbert ate every last crumb, and as he did, the ugly word shriveled to the size of a flea and hopped on to his necktie. He's eating that yummy, yummy cake. filled with those powerful words. Everyone was enjoying Cousin Rudolph's oboe solo in D minor when Elbert returned to the party. But soon the trouble began anew. Chives the butler tripped on Madame Frida's feathered boa. Madame Frida dropped her chocolate mousse on Sir Hilary's bald head. Sir Hilary threw his croquet mallet up into the air. Here it comes again. Then with a terrible thud, the mallet landed on Elbert's great toe. The music stopped. Everyone stared at the boy. Elbert's face grew red with anger. What do you think is going to happen? My stars, thunder and lightning, rats and blue blazes, suffering cats, blistering hot toads, zounds and gadzooks, he shouted. Oh, everyone breathed a sigh of relief and gave Elbert 3 rousing cheers. But no one was more pleased than Elbert. As the music began again, he saw something that looked like a little spider scurry down a dark hole and disappear. Did you see what happened to that word when he found other words? It had to go away. I know sometimes we get hurt or sometimes bad things happen, but we can use powerful words instead of bad words. So thanks for coming today, and I hope that you'll practice using your powerful, strong words instead of bad words, and then you won't have to get your mouth washed out. That'll be much better, don't you think? Thanks for coming back. We'll see you